This video is about a 3-night, 4-day bikepacking trip from Hobart to the Huon Valley of Tasmania, Australia. It's an impromptu trip to get out in nature and explore some farming and bush roads. I hope to find some remote tracks in search of stunning scenery. I will base myself at a campground called River's Edge and do day trips from here. Nothing too strenuous, just a chance to relax and enjoy myself. Today's ride to get to the campsite is around 65 kilometres with 1,000 metres of climbing. The Huon Valley is a beautiful region known for its apple, cider, cherry, wine and beef farming, amongst other things. It also has significant forestry plantations, with several of the roads I will ride on being forestry roads. These roads are for the management of the forest, including timber harvesting in some areas. On the third day I ventured deep into the forestry area and I get close to the border of the Southwest National Park. This area I visited has been closed to logging as an endangered bird, the swift parrot, was found in this area. Day 2 is an 80 kilometre loop with 1,600 metres of climbing. It goes via the town of Geeveston and crosses the majestic Huon River on the way into and out of town. About 12 k's into the ride today. It's a beautiful morning. Just started the first climb of the day. It's a 550 metre elevation gain. About a third of the way up the climb. The views back down the valley are pretty spectacular. So the climb's just flattened out for a few k's. Just starting to head up into the forestry area now, where the plantations are. Second bit of the climb is just starting, 200 metre pinch over about 1.5 k's. So it gets pretty steep in a couple of sections. Crested the climb. Good to get about a third of the climbing out of the way at the start of the day. Now I've got about a 15k descent down into the town of Geeveston. There's so much bird life up here, just have a listen. Stop in the town of Geeston for lunch and a coffee before starting the ride back towards camp. Just about back at River's Edge, been a great ride. Pretty hot, got a little pinch to go up over Link Road. It's 2k up, 200 metre elevation gain, so it's fairly steep in spots. About a quarter of the way into the climb. It's rideable so far. About halfway up now. It's getting pretty hot and sweaty, but the scenery is beautiful. Just cresting the climb. God, that was stunning. Absolutely amazing. Hard push, but worth it. Plan today is just to have a bit of an explore around where I'm staying. Got about a 50k loop picked out, and then I'll just shoot off that when I find rows that look interesting. Try and find some nice bush. Just came to a lock gate, but met a forestry worker who said they're not doing any logging up through here, so it'll be okay to ride there. Just found the first little road off. It says no through road, but I think from the maps there might be a way to loop around and come back onto the main road again. The little road I went down's been well worth it. The forest's been beautiful. and keep coming across all these little creeks with beautiful nature in them. Coming down this road, and then just about here there was a snake on the road. Fortunately I saw him as I was heading past. He's just going into the bushes now. Now I know why it was no through road. This bridge is out. Shouldn't be too hard to get over it. Not much of a river, as you can see. Just head around the bank and then haul my bike up the other side. Put the bike to the other side, managed to keep my feet dry. So the road ended up making its way all the way through, and I've just come back out onto this main road. There looks to be some good riding on the other side, but unfortunately this one's just a bit too high. So unfortunately the main route that I want to do is impassable, so I'm just going to go and investigate another area that I had my eye on the map. Just heading up a bit of a steep pinch to Denison Ridge, and going to ride along the top of that for about 5k's. Should be some nice bush up there. Just hopped over the Forestry gate. All the good tracks are always behind the gates. Before I knew it, it was time to pack up and head back home to Hobart. I felt a sense of calm, as I always do after a bikepacking adventure. This was such an enjoyable trip, and I'd already started dreaming about the next bikepacking trip away.